I've spent the last 14 years working with clients' subconscious beliefs, and I want to tell you what is the most dangerous belief that you might still have inside of your brain. First of all, think back to when you were a kid. Did you ever used to believe that if you watched too much TV, your eyes were going to go square? Maybe you weren't naive the way that I was, but until an embarrassing age, I remember checking my eyes in the mirror and actually looking and thinking, my goodness, I think they might be going square. Did I believe that because I was stupid? No, that's just what happens when we're children. We get these beliefs programmed into us because of the state that our brain is in until we're around the age of 7. We just believe what it is that we're told. And so for the majority of people, these beliefs just live in our subconscious unchecked. We just don't know what they are. We don't spend time going in and figuring out if these beliefs are still valid about the world that we live in or not. And so many of these beliefs, they're actually still running our lives unconsciously. And some of these beliefs, they're protecting us, they're keeping us safe, but some of them are really keeping us small. The most dangerous belief is, I can't change. I'm just wired like this. This is just who I am. This is just how I am. And it just shows up all the time in myself, in my clients. Anytime we try to tackle a new way of being, self-criticism, self-hatred, trying to manifest something, go for a promotion at work or get a new partner, we're running up against these limiting beliefs that are blocking us and stopping us from actually being able to change. And the belief underneath that is, I can't change. I can't see the world in a different way. I'm just stuck like this. And the most I'll be able to do is just manage myself or control my thoughts, right? Rather than actually believing that it's possible to go into the subconscious mind and change the belief that we have. And even really smart, high achievers, really successful people fall for this. They say the affirmations, they go to therapy, but secretly people just believe they are wired this way. It's just the wiring of the brain. But even science is now showing us that it is possible to change the brain. This is a field known as neuroplasticity. And you don't even need to understand how it works. It is possible just to go into the brain and create new beliefs about ourselves or about the world. So I'm here to tell you that you're not broken. You're just wired a certain way. And after 14 years working with clients, after giving thousands of sessions on limiting beliefs and doing my own inner work for decades, I know that it is completely possible to rewire the brain and to change the way that we think, to change the beliefs that we have inside of our mind. So you don't need to stay stuck believing that your eyes are going to go square if you watch too much TV, or believing in Santa Claus, or believing in the tooth fairy, which are beliefs that we've just naturally grown out of as we've become adults. But how many other beliefs are there under the surface that are creating these patterns of self-sabotage, of self-criticism, of stopping you from getting what you want in life and actually living as your authentic self? What beliefs are there inside your mind? But I tell you, the most important one to change first is the belief that it is possible for you to change, that it is possible for you to heal. So this is where I always start with my clients, because once you really lock in this belief that change inside your subconscious mind is possible, then wow, we can go through an Alice in Wonderland adventure into your subconscious mind and discover what limiting beliefs are actually stopping you showing up in the world as the person that you know it's possible for you to be. So this video would turn into like a 3-hour epic if I was to give you all the different examples of beliefs that I've rewired inside of myself and inside of my clients, but pretty much nothing's off limits. We can work creating healthy boundaries, creating loving relationships, creating a beautiful connection with yourself, creating authenticity at work with your family and friends. There's just like no limit to what's possible once we heal the belief that change is possible. If you are ready to really deeply rewire your limiting beliefs and believe and experience that change is actually possible, then let's talk, because this is the work that I do in the world. And life just feels different when you know that change is possible. And once you get the taste of it and experience it, You become unstoppable.